This is Pastor Phillip Washington, and I'm going to be a voice of inspiration, a voice of encouragement to encourage you in scriptures. Let's get started. Well, God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the prophet, the senior pastor of the Promised Land Community Church, and we are again excited and elated to be in the studio today, amen, with our own word nurse, Rowena, and she is a public health figure as well, so a nurse of over 50 years of experience and retired military as well, and she's just an entrepreneur, and she is a lifestyle certified teacher too, and she has really done a great job, and we're seeing this particular vision come to fruition. And our program is a CDC program. It's also sponsored by the Southern Nevada Health District, where we have received our certs to be lifestyle coach teachers. Today's subject topic, and I'm going to turn it right over into Miss Rowena, is that the purpose of tracking. God bless you.
Thank you, Pastor. Good morning, Radio Land.
Yes.
I'm so glad to be here. I'm so excited because I'm going in so many directions I can't even believe myself. But I said that it's not my chance, it's not my job, it's God's job.
Yes.
So I'm just going to go where He sends me. Today we're going to talk about tracking. And once you enroll in the program, a big part of that program is tracking.
Okay.
And tracking means writing down things so we can keep track of things.
Oh wow, writing down things.
Yeah. And why do we track our activity? You know, we track our activity, we track the food that we eat, and we write everything down so that we can look back and say, well, if I do this, I can do this, but I did this, and you have a record that you can go back and you can modify, because the program allows you to modify your life journey over time.
Okay, right.
So it's a marathon. It is not a 50-yard dash. So what are some of the things that we track? Do you ever track your blood pressure?
Blood pressure.
How about your checking account balance?
You definitely check it every morning. Every morning.
Sometimes you track your children's grades.
Yes.
Or you check the amount of food in your refrigerator to make sure you don't run out.
That's correct.
Those are things that we do. But why do we track them?
We track them because we want to keep an accountability.
That's right. We want to keep in a track. So what do you think is the purpose of weighing yourself at the start of each session? Because that's one of the things that we track.
That's good. Well, it gives us to know what our weight looks like from the beginning, what we're starting out with.
And it helps us understand where we are with our 6-month goal.
Right.
Because at the end of 6 months, we should be able to see a change in our life.
And I think that's tracking your weight. It helps you to see where you're benefiting and the food that you're digesting is working for you.
And we look at it's over a 6-month period. And it's because it's a 22 sessions.
Yes.
We go for 1 calendar year. And the good part about it is that you can see a difference. What kind of you went through the program?
I went through the program and I'm still benefiting from the program. I've lost a lot of body fat, and I've lost I picked up a lot of muscle weight.
Yes.
But I lost a lot of body fat. And my cholesterol level count is down, and my sugar has always been balanced. And so my ACI is moderate. It's right where it's supposed to be.
Yes.
It could be done some better, but other than that, I've been doing pretty good.
And that's because you tracked your activity.
Track the activity, yes.
And you could go back and look and see where you were 6 months ago, and then we take another look and say, oh, look at that. And you can even draw a graph. We show you how to do graphs.
As well as the app. It also gives us the app to sit down. I still use the app to track how many paces I walk a day, how many calories that have been burnt. It tracks my heart rate. It tracks, then I can put in what I eat, what time did I eat, and I can know that after 6 o'clock now lately I have been cheating, but that's only because I've been caregiving for my wife. But normally after 6 o'clock, I don't eat no heavy meals.
And see, that's a big change.
That's a huge change for me.
Because our culture did not permit, it doesn't speak to that.
Right.
Our culture said after we have the service and everything, then we go out and we eat.
Yes.
And what do we eat?
Not that. We eat fatty foods, hamburger, greasy food, sleeping at night, and big steaks, T-bone steaks,
Yes.
eating at 11 o'clock at night and going to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Not good for your body, not good for your digestive system. How long did we say that it takes for meats to deteriorate in the body?
Didn't she say it took 24, 48 hours?
20 or 48 hours. And that's
for a piece of steak to
to-
deteriorate in your system.
and that's a long time. That's a long
It
time.
is.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
is. So that's why we write things down. Now, tracking works if you keep up with it.
Yes.
One of the things that we learn in our program, our CDC program, is that when you start recording daily activity, you record in your fitness log as well as your food log.
Right.
And so you write it. When you write things down, it sticks.
That's right.
Somebody can say something and it'll go away.
Mm-hmm.
But if you write it, if you say it, if you write it down and you read it, it sticks. And over time, you make changes based on that.
You know, it's very true because I think in the first class that we had, these books were presented because there's a lot of little
Yes.
gifts and knickknacks that come. And this book, I think, came from Africa.
Yes.
And the paperback, it was written, but it has really become a writing down things that I
good.
do.
Yes.
It keeps me on point. It keeps me on guide. And it helps me commit what I'm thinking on paper to make sure that I follow through because of the tracking. So it's not just went for the eating, but it also went to other things
Absolutely.
that I do as well. Yes,
and
ma'am.
see, that makes, and there's some tips that I want to share to reach
Go ahead,
and
yes.
stay at your healthy weight, because now you've made a big change.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, Sister Charisse, she got the gift,
She did.
the award for the greatest amount of
A
weight loss.
Yes,
We
she did.
had 8 people in our class,
Yes.
this last class, and what happened, every one of them met their 5% weight goal. Everybody, and that's what most programs can't boast.
That's the truth. And I think, I saw it, ladies and gentlemen. I saw the people that were there, the support, the labor, the sacrifice, and the efforts that was made, and those that went through the program, the activities that will continue to be learned, the chair sitting exercises, just simple exercises to help you get through your day, not something difficult. And all of that is tracked too.
All
And our
that's
activities
tracking.
log.
All of that is tracked in
all
your
that's activity log.
Right.
Yes.
So to track, we want to track when, what, and how much. So when we're doing the food log, we want to know how much you eat and drink. And we also track, people say you don't need to worry about calories. Well, but you should be aware of the calories they're taking. As long as you're taking, and if you're in a place where you can't write it down or you don't have a measuring cup, use your hand.
Mm-hmm.
We write down, your piece of meat should never be larger than the palm of your hand.
And you know what? That's so true. That's so true. We ordered a service, HelloFresh, and they sent us this big group of foods, and everything is all in proportions, just as we was taught. And it's so amazing how feeling. I used to think I eat so much, but then when I come back, look how small this is.
Yeah.
But look how full it made us. And so eating in smaller proportions also help curtail your diet.
Oh, yeah.
Also keeps the right food in your system, and then knowing the proper things to eat that you put in your food. Because if you eat steroid foods, there are animals that are processed in steroids and whatnot, that goes into your system as well.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And another way to track your food is you can even record your voice with a smartphone or other device.
Yes.
My daughter took me to the telephone place yesterday, and she said, "Mother, you have to get this watch now, because you can talk in it, and it'll tell you." I said, "Oh my God, it's Dick Tracy. This is Dick Tracy."
Yeah, they remember. A lot of people may not remember Dick Tracy, but I remember Dick Tracy.
Dick Tracy used to talk
all
into
the
his
gadget.
watch.
Yes.
Yeah, and
that's
now
so true.
we have. So my daughter got me a Dick Tracy watch yesterday.
Oh my goodness! Congratulate her.
So you can take a photo of your food and you can write it down later. So
That's right.
most all of us have cell phones, so you can take a picture of it, and that's a way of tracking it and keeping track of it. You can use a notebook, a spreadsheet, or a smartphone, or a computer app. You use a computer.
I used
app.
the computer app, and it says, and before I got a little upgraded, I was using just a little notepad to keep the information down. And also, too, in the training, they provide tracking activity
Yes.
sheets. that help you know the time that you get up and go to the gyms, the time that you drink water.
Yes.
All of these things were actually lifestyle changes because I didn't really know how much I was going to the gym until I started tracking it. And then there's an app that comes from one of the gyms, and you look in, man, you came in this time, you left out at this time, and so it's amazing to see the importance of understanding how much activity that you do in a day.
Right, you do. And when people they say, "Well, I don't get any exercise. I don't know, because the standard is 150 minutes a week.
Right.
So that's about 30 minutes a day.
30 minutes a day. Wow.
But it adds up. Like, you could hike with your kids or your grandkids. You can mark in place while you watch TV.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I've got one of those things where you pedal,
Uh-huh.
and you can sit while you're on the computer for
Right.
me,
Mm-hmm.
and you can just pedal and what have you. You can ride a bike. You can take the stairs.
Yes.
Or you can try a new sport. Now, everybody's doing, was it pickleball?
Yeah, pickleball is the thing everybody's getting into, but I still love my golf.
Yes.
I still like my golf. Amen. But I'm sure I'm going to try it sooner or later.
It's rough.
I'm
It's
told
rough.
that's what's exciting about it.
And you could, but if you only have time to go on lunch break, in your lunch break, take a walk.
Take
But
a walk.
Make sure you are not in this crazy heat.
And also, too, another thing that it was stressed, too, in taking logs is logging out your water content.
Yes.
How much water did you take in a day? Making sure that you get the amount rights of water because of how water plays such a nutrient part to your body.
Yes.
And a lot of us don't drink a lot of water.
We don't, and a lot of people don't like water.
Very true. Very true. And
But-
so what can we do to help those things?
Well, you can put what we call enhancing your water. You can put what do you call it? Not watermelon. You can eat watermelon that has a lot of water in it.
Mm-hmm.
You can, in your water, you can put cucumbers, a sliced
Sliced
cucumber,
cucumbers.
or sliced lemon in the water to help with the taste,
Mm-hmm.
and that works too. And that'll help you drink more
Drink
water.
more water because I think that diet intent of water helps you flush your systems quite well, and drinking water before you go to bed and drinking water when you get up helps gets the body prepared to where you have a proper bowel movement.
Yes.
Because that is so important to the digestive system that you don't keep yourself constipated and clogged up because you don't put water in your system.
And people forget how important it is.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that we tell people that you can do is you can make yourself in a blender. You got
Yes.
a little blender. Everybody's got a blender. So you throw your
Juices.
cucumber chunks in there and water, cucumber and ginger.
Ginger.
Ginger
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
very good. And you can put a stalk of kale in it. Cut up some kale, put it, blend it, and drink it, and you'd be surprised how that handles your thirst.
And since you said that, I got to put this little piece in here because you still get to keep that COVID is still out there.
It's out there.
And so when you eat healthy, you put the right foods and you give yourself the right mentality
Right.
for your digestive system, your immune system, then you're giving your body the natural antibodies to fight off these particular parasites or diseases or body elements because you're naturally your body is supposed to take care of you.
It does.
And if you put the right foods in it, it will do exactly
It will
what
do
it's
it.
designed to do. There's no greater healer than your body.
No. And when God made our bodies,
Yes.
He knew what to do. He knew how to make the brain receptive to tell the fingers what to do, send the message down the spinal cord and out through the nerves and out to the fingers, and says, grab that pen. Grab that pen.
Yes.
Drink that water. And you respond when that happens.
And I think oh my God, our time is escaping us so fast. And so remember, ladies and gentlemen, activity, logging. We'll be back here next Wednesday. Tune in again. God has a word to encourage you. Your health is your wealth, and may God bless you in all that you're doing. Amen.
All right.
Hi, I'm Prophet Phillip Washington, the senior pastor of the Promised Land Community Church. Our location is 3646 North Las Vegas Boulevard, and we would like to invite you out to 2 services on Sunday morning. That's 9:30 and 11 o'clock. We also have our Wednesday night Bible study at 7 p.m. every second and fourth Friday of the month. We would like to invite you to our evangelistic service. Time of that service is at 7 p.m., and we would love to see you there. God bless you.